YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Chester Daly, back with another Georgia State Dynasty. Today, we got a good one for you. We've got Nick Austin versus Chester Daly, Buffalo versus Georgia State. You know what's going on, man. It's always gonna be a good one. It's always gonna be a good user game, good matchup. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get it.
Opening possession. Now they have to deal with some serious crowd noise as they try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Should be up.
2nd down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to muscle across the line. And he's in for the
It's just enough.
touchdown, Buffalo.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Out of the shotgun, he will hand it off. As the first down is still going.
Are you kidding me?
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. 2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. Oh, what a grab!
We can touch it.
The tackle is
grab.
made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The offense moves into the red zone now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
Good tackle, boy.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle. Touchdown.
Like that. But you didn't hit him like that earlier.
On fire today. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Well, they may not hurt you on the big long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Bulls.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. Just a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42. Productive drive in the making, a 1st down to their own 42. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Just a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They finally make the stop. The offense threatening down. 1st down to the 27.
Boy, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Under pressure, this lets it go. Ball's incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. This time, a completion. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, they slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's got the 1st and still going. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down to the 45. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And the single back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He makes the grab. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He's running out of time here. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Georgia State!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And he's got it again. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure is coming. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the first down and much, much more.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, it'll throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Touchdown! Bulls! This offense cannot be stopped.
What a play by this quarterback. You're talking about third down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered, uses his legs for not only a first down, but a touchdown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hand seam all over that to make the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. First and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it fly to the wide end. The pass is intercepted as he throws in the double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he is wide open for a huge gain.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Running out of time in the pocket. Look out, room to run here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll hand it off. Breaks an open space. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. This is becoming a productive drive, a first down at the 47. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion makes it second and short. Throwing up play action. On the move now. Trying to get the throw off. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to throw again. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB. Important second down play coming up. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's back to throw again on second down. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch! They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. The shotgun handoff here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The ball is caught. Runs through the defender. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Slides a quick throw. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding some room at the 25. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they get the completion. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And this time it's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Here's a first and 10 play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on second and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
We've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. The quarterback looking to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Georgia State. Way too much speed in that play. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that will give them the lead now.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They make the tackle, but let's check out what that flag on the field is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
They're going to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Receiver makes the catch. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the first down. And no offense is ever going to...
Touchdown, Panthers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. He finds the running back in the flat. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like.
Breaks into the clear. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing in the rock.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Quick throw caught on the left side. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than
Touchdown, Bulls. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Could be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And there's the handoff. He's got room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Throw to the running back in the flat. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Cut quickly. And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Handoff here from the shotgun. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Grab by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive.
Nobody can bring him down. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a 1st down. Here we go, trailing late in the game distancing for this offense right now. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score the first down. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. First down, why not keep it on the ground? And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dump ball's caught by the running back.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go. Now you're set up to get 6.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. This offense really clicking.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And now the decision is to go for 2 and win it right here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time.
Wow, you talk about a roller coaster of emotion. We thought this is going to be all tied up, but thanks to that block and return, their lead is still 1 possession, even after giving up a touchdown. Talk about a turn of fortune.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, looking to throw. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Finds his man. It's Allen. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.